Hello, everybody. This is Yang Family Taiji, traditional long form, and we are in section 2. So this is the second class, so we're going to do the second half of Embrace Tiger, Return to Mountain. So as a warm-up, what I'd like to do is grasp the sparrow's tail from the first section, okay? Because we're going to use that in the second half of Embrace Tiger, Return to Mountain. All right, so I'm going to turn around and we're just going to do grasp the bird's tail. So prepare, head up, tailbone down, hands by your side, feet shoulders width apart, toes facing forward. Opening, rotate your arms so the palms are facing back. Come up to shoulder level and press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, shift and turn, ward off right, shift right, turn the left toe to the corner, pull left, ward off down right, pull in, step and close, shift, weight, and separate. Roll back, rotate your arms as you reach to the corner. As you shift your weight back, turn to the other corner. Press, circle in the right, attach the left, expand forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands. Come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push up to shoulder level. Okay? Let's review the first half of Embrace Tiger, Return to Mountain, which is actually the more difficult half because there's more new stuff. Okay? So I'm going to do it in the same direction as you to begin with, and then we'll break it down again, and I'll do it in some other directions so that you can see different parts of it, okay? So you would be starting from cross hands, right arm on the outside, okay? You're going to shift your weight to the right. You're going to turn your toe past the corner almost to straight, not quite straight. Then as you shift your weight back, you're going to separate your hands. Pull in the right foot. Swing, step, brush, strike. Okay? I'm going to do it from another direction so you can see better. Okay? I'm going to, actually, I'll do it all 4 directions. Okay? So if I started here at cross hands, I would shift to the right. I would turn my toe almost to straight as I separate my hands. Swing, step, brush, strike. And starting from here, Embrace Tiger, shift right, pivot on the left heel, past the corner, almost to straight. Come back, circle, swing, step, brush, strike. And the last one, starting from here, shift right, turn the left toe almost to straight, shift weight back as you separate your arms, swing, step, brush, strike. Okay? Yes, Ellen.
So I'm asking because I didn't notice while you were doing it, and then I noticed while I was doing it, I didn't know the answer to this. When you, after you have got your crossed arms and you turn here and then you sit back and your arms open and you start to lift this foot, you're like this. You're like this with this foot still pointing to the front. When you sit back, is there a point, do you just lift it or do you rotate it and then lift it?
So, if I'm going this way, when I shift back, what I'm doing is I'm separating my arms. And as I'm separating my arms, my weight is shifting back. When my right foot is released, I pull it in and come out.
So you don't rotate it before you pick it up. You're rotating and picking up at the same time of the right foot.
Yes, when I release, I'm picking it up.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, so because you are stepping around your opponent. So when you're here, your opponent's there, and you are stepping around him in order to get there. Often when people talk about this turn of the left foot, when you put your weight on the right and you're turning on the heel of the left, a lot of people talk about going past the corner. I want you to think of it as almost to straight rather than just being past the corner. And the reason I say that is you are making a standard bow stance. So if you are just past the corner, your bow stance is going to be here. I want you to move here. Do you see what I'm saying? I want it to be closer to the corner. So make more of a turn with your left foot, since you have to make that 45 degrees to get a standard bow stance. Yes?
Is your right foot at the corner or inside the corner?
It's inside the corner. So you are, when you're stepping here, you're not stepping to the corner, but you're not stepping to the straight either. You're stepping just shy of straight. So because you're shy of straight, you are shy of the corner in order to make a standard bow stance. So it's like this. It's like, this is my back foot. This is my front foot. If I were straight, it would be like this. If I were to the corner, it would be like this. I want to be just shy. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So let's practice that a few more times, because I want you to kind of get it into your bodies. And the other important part is you're making a standard bow stance. What does that mean? That means you have to be shoulders width apart. Step wider. Okay? So when you're here and you come, you're almost to straight. When you come in, you're going to step wider so that you have shoulders width when you come back.
Sorry.
Yes? Any questions on that? Okay, let's do it a couple more times, and then we'll go on to the second half of this. All right? So in the direction you would be going, you would be cross hands here. You're going to shift your weight to the right. Pivot on your heel almost to straight. Start moving your weight back and separating your hands. Pull in the right foot. Swing, step, brush, strike. The other little detail I want to make sure of is if I'm here and I come in, watch this hand. What I'm doing when my weight goes back is I am making this circle. I am circling in this dimension in addition to coming down. So when you're doing a brush knee right, let's say you were at left brush knee and you come in, what happens is you are just coming down. You're going up and down. This one, because you're coming from here, you have to make this kind of circle in addition in order to make space for this guy to swing. Okay, so here, you're shifting here. As you shift your weight back, can you see? You're circling in both dimensions so that you can let this guy go and you're pressing down at the same time. Okay? Details, right? Okay, so let's try that again. So we're here, cross hands, shift weight to the right, pivot on the left heel, almost to the straight. Shift your weight back as you separate your arms. Pull in, swing, step, brush, strike. So just like with a brush knee, your gaze follows this hand, and then this hand becomes dominant, and then you follow this one. Okay? Any questions? All right. The rest of this move is very similar to grasp the bird's tail. So the only difference is the rollback. The rollback is a little bit different. Okay, so I'm going to show you just the rollback, just so you can see it. Okay, so if I am here, what the rollback looks like is this. So if I were to do grasp the bird's tail facing you, and I were at right ward off, and I were to go into rollback, it would look like this. I would rotate my arms as I reach to the corner. I would circle back to the other corner. Okay, so what did I do? I went from that corner to that corner. I basically made a 90-degree angle. The thing that's different about Embrace Tiger Return to Mountain is you're only doing a 45-degree rollback. So it's like you're only doing the second half of rollback. So you have a different transition to get into that. Okay. So if I were to do it toward you, so just so you can see my hands, okay? So let's say, pretending I was facing the corner, okay? What it would look like is I would come up, circle, and only do half a rollback. Do you see that? So the way this transition works is you're coming, because you're not coming from a right wardock, you're coming from a right brush knee, in essence. Your first thing you do is you're going to move your weight toward the center, and the right hand comes toward the shoulder and the left hand turns over. Then as your weight goes back, you're going to move into rollback position. And then you're going to turn that 45 degrees. So if I'm going in the direction you would be going at, I would be here, then I'm facing the almost to the corner, right? Then I'm coming up part way, turning my hand, finishing that circle as my weight goes back, and then I'm turning just to the side. Okay, so I'm going from almost to the corner, just to the side. So that's why I think of it as half a rollback. Okay. So if you think of other places where you had this kind of circular motion, like Handstrom's the lute and so on, you have felt this kind of circular motion, vertical circular motion before, except we're using it this time for rollback. Okay, so let's try that again. So what happens is you are bow stance, right foot forward, almost to the corner. You are at the end of right brush knee. You're going to move your weight kind of toward the middle. And during that time, you're going to turn over your left hand and move the right hand to your shoulder. Then as you continue moving your weight back, your hands move into the rollback shape. And then you're going to turn to the side. This is a waist turn. Do not collapse your knee to make this turn, okay? So you are at a bow stance, you're moving toward the middle, you're moving back to essentially a empty stance weight distribution. So you're like 70-30 when you get to the side. Okay? So let's try that again. You're at the end of right brush knee. You're going to move back part way, turn over the left hand, right hand comes to the shoulder. You go the rest of the way and get into rollback shape. So the left palm is up, facing the middle of the right forearm. Then you're going to turn to the side. Yes? Check something. Questions? Yes.
Do you have, do you have the same, at the point that you have finished circling into roll back, you have an established lean towards the front leg, right?
Yes.
Which you maintain with a slight tilt towards the front leg, even as your body turns.
Your weight is moving back though.
Yeah.
Your weight is moving toward the back leg because you're going to have 70% to the back leg. Yes.
Yeah, but you
But your lean is the same, and once your hands are set, your hands stay the same.
Okay.
So when you're here, you come up part way, you're circling, you get into your roll back shape, and you turn. You actually, by the time you get to roll back shape, your weight is already in the back. And you're just doing a waist turn to finish.
Thank you.
Good question. Yes. Anyone else? Okay, let's practice that a couple more times, and then we'll go to the rest of it, okay? So let's go from right brush knee, right foot forward, then move your weight back, turn over the left hand as the right hand comes to the shoulder. Then as your weight goes back, you're going to circle and get into the rollback shape. And you're going to turn the rest of the way at the end. So as you're turning, as you're making the circle, you'll feel that your body is already starting to move a little toward the left. You see what I'm saying? So when you're here and you come up part way, as you're circling, your body will already start moving toward, your shoulders will already start moving toward the left, and you're going to finish it when you do the turn. Because it's natural that as you're doing this reaching, this is going to turn a little bit, and then you're going to finish turning. If you're thinking just the top part of your body. So you're here, you come up part way, and then as you're doing the circling, you're going to start moving and you're going to finish the turn. Okay? Now the rest of it is like grasp the bird's tail, except you're not going to the side. You're going to go in the front foot direction. So what's going to happen here is that if I'm at right brush knee and I come back, I circle, I turn. So that's roll back. Press. Essentially, I circle in the right, attach the left, and expand forward. Now be careful that your elbow moves in the same direction as your right knee. Okay, you should be lined up. Then when you're going to do push, you're going to square up your shoulders in the direction of your right foot. Come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push up to shoulder level. So when you are doing your push, you do not want to lean backwards, okay? So you are here, you square up, you come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and then you push forward. So if I did it from the side, if I did just like grasp the bird's tail, if I were doing grasp the bird's tail, I would be here, okay? So I'm here. When I do push, I square up my shoulders and my arms square up. Then as I come back, I'm still leaning forward. Can you see that? I'm not leaning back. and I'm pushing up to shoulder level. So it's exactly the same. I want you to keep the same body orientation. Okay, lean forward. It's very tempting when you're coming back, you want to go back. Don't do that. What you're going to do is when you come back, okay, you square up your shoulders. What's going back? Your hips are going back. My body angle is the same. So your power comes from your legs. Don't lean backwards. Okay. The other thing this does is it keeps you at the same level. Okay. When I'm here and I square up, when I come back this way, can you see my shoulders are at the same level? If I were leaning backwards, I would come up and down again. Okay? So let's try that. We're going to go do the whole thing. We're going to go from cross hands. Okay? Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Shift right. Pivot on the left heel, almost to the straight. Move your weight back as you separate your arms and pull in the right foot. Swing, step. Step wide enough. Rush. Strike. Roll back. Move your weight back part way. Turn over the left hand and bring your right hand to your shoulder. Circle to roll back position. Turn to the side. Press. Circle in the right. Attach the left. Expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulders in the direction of the front foot. Come back over a ball. Hands in front of your chest. Push up to shoulder level. Okay? How does that feel? It's just like the first section, except in a different direction. Okay? So let's do that a couple of times, and then we'll get it a little more smoothly. Okay? So we are at cross hands. Shift right. Pivot on the left heel, almost to the straight. Shift your weight back as you separate your arms. Pull in the right foot. Swing, step. Rush. Strike. Roll back. Shift your weight back part way. Rotate the left palm up. Right hand goes to the shoulder. Continue circling. And roll back. Press. Pull in the right. Attach the left. Expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulders. Flatten your hands. Come back over a ball. Hands in front of your chest. Push up to shoulder level. I'm going to do it 180 degrees. Okay. I'm going to do it this way. Let's try this. Okay. So we're going to do shift right. Turn the left foot almost to straight. Shift your weight back as you separate your hands. Swing, step, rush, strike, roll back. Move to the middle, turn over the left, the right goes to the shoulder. Circle, move your weight back and turn. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, expand forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands. Come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push up to shoulder level. Okay? How'd that feel? Okay, good. So, I'm going to do this a few more times and then we'll close class. The next move is much more complicated. So if you already know it, review it. If you don't, it's an adventure. Okay, so let's try this a couple more times here. Cross hands. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Shift right. Pivot on the left heel, almost to the straight. Shift weight back as you separate your arms. Pull in the right foot, swing, step, brush, strike. Roll back. Move your weight back part way. Circle your arms so that you get into rollback shape and turn. Press. Circle in the right. Attach the left. Expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulders. Flatten your hands. Come back over a ball. Hands in front of your chest. And push up to shoulder level. Okay? So the trick is just to make it smoother. Because you have all the pieces. Okay? So one more time, then we'll close class. Okay? Cross hands. Shift right. Rotate on the ball, on the heel of your left foot, almost to the straight. Shift weight back as you separate your arms. Pull in the right foot. Swing, step, brush, strike, roll back, circle your arms, and come to roll back position. Turn to the side. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, expand forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands. Come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest. Push up to shoulder level. Yes? Okay. Questions? Do you want to do it one more time? Then we'll close. Okay, one more time and then we'll close. Okay. Cross hands. Shift right. Turn on the heel of your left foot almost to the straight. Shift your weight back as you separate your arms. Pull in the right foot. Swing, step, brush, strike, roll back. Circle your arms as you move your weight back. Turn to the side. Press. Circle in the right. Attach the left. Expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulders in the front foot direction. Hands are straight. Come back. over a ball and push up to shoulder level. Yes? Okay. If that's it, you guys are doing great. Thank you for coming to class, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you,
Thank
Rita.
you very much.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you
See
so
you
much.
next week.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.